Ted Lasso, season 3, episode 3. We're here yet again. We're going to keep trying to do this. If you haven't seen episode 1, episode 2 of season 3, they're out there, along with some other things we've reacted to regarding Ted Lasso, along with the video essay, blah, 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 blah. Hi, I'm Andrew. This is Adam. We're going to check out the latest episode. We loved the last episode. It moved at a great pace, a lot of moving parts. I hope we kind of pick up where we left off. Trent Crimm's in the mix. I'm looking forward to this one. Episode 2 was probably one of my favorites in quite some time.
Well, not only that, we had Zava joining the team. Roy and Trent's interaction was just fantastic. And I still maintain that locker room scene where everyone was just kind of confused about what was going on was just so great.
Ted Lasso firing on all cylinders at its best. It's so many moments in that episode. I don't want to say expectations are high for this episode. It's only episode 3, but after that one, I'm kind of hoping we keep the momentum going. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, let's find out. Let's just jump into it and let's see what we got this week.
Let's go. Fastball, from All the Pain Money Can Buy, 90s classic album. And you can't hear it because I want this video to actually be uploaded and delivered. I cannot have Fastball taking us down.
This is an interesting character to start with. I mean, he was one of Nate's punching bags in season 1 and season 2.
Boy, he pushed Nate around.
Make you some coffee.
Oh, okay.
Right. Your body is a temple.
Is it bad that the first thing I thought about is like Nate doesn't even know this side of Colin, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Nate would be jealous because he's in a relationship. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Nate would be jealous that he's happy.
Bigger issue is, you put Zava up front, either Jamie or Danny's going to have to drop back to midfield.
So who do we think will take the news better, Danny or Jamie? Danny. Yeah. Jamie's a lot like my mom's Precious Moments figurines collection.
I have no idea what that means.
He's a fragile little bitch.
Brevity is nice, but sometimes clarity is the true soul of wit. Like you're right.
I used to fancy Julie Andrews. Well, I still do, to be fair. The voice, the eyes, the way you know she'd tell you off if you'd been bad.
All right, we gotta do it. All-time favorite Julie Andrews character. Go.
Fucking Maria.
Resolute as always, Coach. What do you got?
Eliza Doolittle.
Professor Higgins.
Come on, you Poppins.
Same. I'm right there with you. Trent, do you have one? You don't have to. You got one?
Clarice Rinaldi, Queen of Genovia.
Fuck yeah, Princess Diaries.
Deep cut.
Deep cut, Princess Diaries. Not what I would have expected from Trent, but it also tracks.
I made love for the first time to Zava boots.
Two?
I think you mean in Zava boots.
No.
You know?
Apparently, Zava's keeping everyone else waiting.
It's like the Axl Rose move, right? He's a big star, man. It's his time.
Leslie, I want you to talk to the crowd and tell them something.
Of course, Rebecca, I got this. Back in uni, my DJ name was Damage Control.
I didn't know you DJ'd.
I didn't actually, but I had the name ready if I ever started.
Shit, right, come on, let's go.
I would have believed it if he actually did. Higgins has got an interesting, a lot of variety to his backstory, I feel like.
On track!
Who the fuck are you? Your desk is covered in biscuit crumbs.
What the fuck are you doing? We've waited 2 hours for you.
Oh, time is a construct like gender and many of the alphabets.
Oh, get out of my chair.
I am your rock. Mold me.
Well, hey, if you score goals like you talk, we're going to be just fine, buddy.
My queen.
Oh.
My actions today have made your job much more difficult.
No, don't worry about it. No such thing as bad press, right?
My integrity just allows me to agree with that statement.
And this is Leslie Higgins, our director of football.
You are the glue.
Thank you very much.
I'm not sure how I feel about Zava right now.
Do you even know where you're going?
I do not.
So we see this dynamic. Everyone fawns over him. Rebecca is starting to see an issue.
I will begin by addressing the most important person in this room.
Himself?
Which of you is the kit man?
I'm Will. I am.
Will.
Yeah.
I too worked as a ball boy for for a club when I was just 11 years old.
I'm 25.
Your passion. There is no you. There is only the we. And the us. And the we us.
I'm liking Jamie's reaction to all this.
He and Rebecca might need to team up. I'm trying to get a vibe for like how Roy's feeling about this dude. Like, I think he's just happy for the talent, but I'm surprised he's playing along.
Which one of these is me?
You're the fucking cunt. I'm thinking the top right. Hey, we're very excited.
I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's tall.
Oh, right. Rebecca has a thing that she had to be at. She was being very secretive about.
Is this her mom's psychic?
Right. We were wondering what that point of that was.
Recently. It's a green matchbook. Sorry, it's what? A green matchbook. How lovely. Who cares about a green matchbook? Now I can hear something. Yeah, shite in nining armor.
A shite in nining armor. We can just tell my mom I did the whole session. Yes?
You will have a family. You're going to be a mother.
Figuratively?
Got a lot of interview requests coming in for all of you.
Ooh, I'd love to get the word out about the restaurant.
Well, right now, the press would like to...
I was wondering when they were going to mention his restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
The press knows that Roy doesn't love doing interviews.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'll do one for you if you need me to.
Thanks, Roy.
I'll interview you. Why'd you dump my friend?
Fun. Who the fuck is this?
This is Shanti. We work together.
Why?
She's an old friend of mine.
So these two will have a little feud, I guess.
Right.
I know we're all excited Zava's here. Yeah, I get that, but I know a lot of players like him, and they're all just self-absorbed glory hunters who only care about themselves.
Don't you think that coming from you, that's a little bit ironic?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Hey, thanks for speaking your mind. Please continue to do so.
Yeah. Oh, and I weren't being ironic. I was being hypocritical.
Is that right? Yes or no?
Yes.
I am ready.
Okay. Nicely done. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, Captain. Why don't you go ahead and lift it? Oh.
Richmond on through.
Strong.
Yeah.
Precious moments for you.
Oh, we get some little look into what's going on over here.
Hello. You've reached the house of Michelle Keller, who, by the way, is doing amazing things with orange slices these days. You're going to be amazed. It's really spectacular. How can I help you?
Trump impression?
Hey, Mr. Former President.
Wow.
Hello?
How does he know his voice?
Ted.
Huh?
Yeah. Who is this?
This is Jacob Bryanson.
Dr. Jacob?
Yeah, Ted, you can just call me Jake.
Dr. Jacob. They ain't gonna be undefeated for long, am I right?
That's gonna mess him up today.
Yeah.
Please tell Zava that many of my friends' moms like his apps.
Will do.
Bye.
Bye.
Sweetie, there's a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, no, of course. All good. I'll talk to you later.
Ted, good luck today.
Thanks.
Someone else is doing the dad role that he wants to be doing.
Well, he already knew about it, but
He did, but apparently she hasn't talked to him about it.
Right.
He didn't know who Jake was, and now he knows who Jake is personally.
Yes. Holding back that panic attack. Let's see. Oh, we're doing a little montage.
Yeah.
Oh, don't go down that road, Ted. Oh, we got some Nate.
Yep.
Even Jamie can't catch a break with this dude.
I mean, the whole thing's just crazy, you know. He was supposed to be helping us get back together. You know what I mean?
So therapist. So Dr. Ziegler was the couples couples counselor that they had.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
What Nathan Shelley's doing over at West Ham, now that is a tactician at work. Yeah, I like West Ham. I love Zava. Don't we all, mate?
You have to wonder, what are they going to be tested with? What happens when you take Zava out of the equation?
Right.
What are you left with at this point if he's been doing everything?
Zava with a godlike bicycle kick in injury time. Surely in the theatre of dreams.
Danny just shadowing him.
Mate, this is the best moi moi I've ever tasted in my life.
Oh, thanks, man.
Look at me. I'm not kidding.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm making my friendship bracelet.
Oh.
Boyles, this is my pal Michael.
Hi, yeah. What's up, man?
World's greatest wingman.
Yeah, tough gig. Hello, young lady. My friend's a professional footballer. May I spend all night talking to your cross-eyed friend while he hits on you? Paul.
Oh, he's just not out.
Well, if it isn't Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, sassy.
Weinstein's car. Are you cheating?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I am. With you.
Oh, we're going to have a Roy and Jamie moment, perhaps.
You frowning while we're on a win streak. That's a bad look.
You frowned your whole career.
No, I never smiled. That's different. Yeah. I mean, you still could be if you weren't such a prima donna.
It's prima donna. Who the fuck says pre-Madonna? What the fuck does that even mean?
It means before Madonna, female vocalist didn't have to work that hard.
Are you mad? You never heard of Tina Turner, fucking Stevie Nicks?
I could train you. Only if you fucking mean it.
Yeah. I do mean it.
I want
wow.
this. I want this. Little odd couple action going on.
Like fucking now. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you worked here.
How you going?
Oh, Adam, so excited. Look at you. I bet you're so thrilled.
Ex-marriage counselor, so
We'll see.
you know, that's new.
You ever have anything like that happen with you and client before?
Ted, I'm a child psychologist.
Right.
So yes.
Well, classic sassy.
That's excess.
Is it Matchbooks?
Thank you.
Green, perhaps?
Yep.
No worries.
Oh, she's gonna. Oh, yeah.
Green.
We're following Trent for a reason. Colin, yes. Trent has stumbled across something.
His old newspaper instincts are probably going to be high.
Oh, yeah, he's processing. Ooh, interesting. The Zava dynamic, I think, is a big part of this episode, of course. We're leading into it in the last episode. We knew he was going to disrupt things, maybe force characters to see where they are now and how they've grown and how they're going to handle all the different things that he brings with him. We obviously see it with Jamie, which, again, I would love to see Roy and Jamie working together. I hope we get a lot of that. Everyone's kind of got their thing, and I feel like Zava's bringing it out of them in this moment. Where it all leads in the bigger picture, I don't know. Maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe we'll just see these characters kind of figure their stuff out with him kind of being the one disruptor with all of that.
There are a lot of, pots being stirred in this episode. The stuff with Ted and his ex, that's obviously a major deal. And the fact he was borderline panic attacking during that game and everything like that, and he's obviously obsessing over it. Even talking to Dr. Sharon isn't getting him through it, to the point that as soon as he sees Sassy, he mentions his ex dating their therapist. So it'll be interesting to see if it starts distracting him way too much from his duties as well.
You mentioned the panic attack. One thing I did notice is he didn't actually have one. He was trying to prevent it. The goal that Zava scored did kind of snap him out of it. So I don't know if he would have gotten through it on his own. I was watching that closely. I wanted to see if we saw a moment of him using some sort of process or thing that he's talked about with Dr. Sharon to get through it, but he didn't have it. So maybe there's some glimmer there that he's going to be able to cope and overcome this. But yeah, you're right. He is obsessing.
We see that obviously the success of Richmond is having an effect on Nate, but at the same time, everyone's still praising Nate. So Nate's still doing a really good job without a Zava.
I do feel like it was a little intentional that we didn't get to see what Nate is doing exactly. We just hear that they're doing well. We've seen things from Nate's perspective in the past, and we didn't get that. It's kind of happening elsewhere at the moment. It makes me wonder if they are going to either reveal something. We're going to learn that maybe he's not making all the decisions that are helping them win. There's a reason we aren't brought to that just yet, aside from the fact that they want to tell this story about Richmond and Zava. But I think they kind of hinted at some things. I think we'll be able to learn a little bit more about what he's up to.
I think this episode, because of how they did last episode with Zava, they had to do this episode with Zava. So I wouldn't be surprised if next episode we get a whole bunch of Nate and Rupert.
One of the bigger things in this episode was Colin. First of all, you learn a little bit about, okay, he's kept this from everyone. There's the sort of stigma. It comes with like the locker room talk and things like that, right? And we kind of get where this is going in terms of he's leading his life, but not letting others in on it right now. He's not choosing to share that with his teammates. Fine. However, Trent Crimm now has stumbled across it. And I think that's interesting because Trent Crimm is the one that had to do his duty, so to speak, and report on Ted and his panic attacks when he was employed by the Independent. Now he's writing a book, which is an intimate look, perhaps, into the team itself. I would like to think that Trent Crimm is not going to do anything without Colin being aware and talking to Colin. If anything, I could see Trent Crimm maybe being a support system for Colin, but I feel like we didn't spend all that time with him and Roy and Trent talking about in the last episode about how he was just trying to make a name for himself. That's not the Trent Crimm. I think that we spent that whole conversation learning that he's learned more and matured more. But they left us with that bit of a cliffhanger, I suppose.
I suspect with the way the team dynamic has been, I would think that he might be panicking over nothing. And I think the team will ultimately be there for him.
Of course.
But it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out and how that implodes. Because obviously it's going to implode.
The team will be there for him, obviously. And Collins, he has his reasons for keeping it to himself for now. It's obviously a complex thing when it comes to deciding what you want to share your personal life with. But I also wonder, who are Colin's enemies now? It's not his teammates. It's probably not Trent Crimm. It shouldn't be Trent Crimm. It's probably still Nate. I have to wonder if he has information. He clearly has no problem just mouthing off about things to the press. So will that come into play? Man, I really don't want to see that happen.
And could that backfire on Nate also?
Right.
Like he makes an offhanded comment and people react negatively to it, right?
He gets canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So, obviously, like always, leave them down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We obviously can't wait for next week's episode to see where this plays out. And until next time, this is Adam and Andrew with It Takes Two Takes.